So what's happening in the Spanish Civil War? Fighting back from Madrid, which I like to see. Let's take a look at your manpower situation. Okay, so CNT FAI is out of manpower. Kingdom of Spain has plenty, and Carlist Spain has a bit. I think the Kingdom might have done enough to fight back, because they're taking quite a lot of land from the south of CNT FAI. And they've just retaken Madrid. You've somehow pulled this back, Spain. Somehow. I really need more manpower. I need to get limited conscriptions. No. Wait, we're already on extensive conscription? So what's next? Service by requirement? Ouch! We really have no manpower. What the hell? There's the motorized. Okay, we need field hospitals, and we need them now. Plus, we need to start building motorized. So, let's do one less... Oh, gosh, I have no idea. One less... cannon. Because we produce a fair amount of those. Which will then stick onto motorized. And I'm not importing any of this stuff, so our production is going to be super inefficient. Conscript penguins, polar bears, wolves, foxes. It all counts. Arm the penguins. Arm the penguins. And yes, I'm purposefully saying that one wrong. I know that they're not really penguins. It's just a really funny thing. So, I don't know if you heard about this, but Benedict Cumberbatch did a nature series, like the type of thing that David Attenborough usually does. In fact, Attenborough might well have been in it. But anyway, Cumberbatch was doing the narration for it, and he kept on saying penguins wrong. He kept on calling it penguins. And nobody corrected him, and it's hilarious. Like, everyone just really thought it was like, this is Benedict Cumberbatch, so he's just like saying it properly. He had no idea how to pronounce the word, so he just went with what he guessed it was, and he kept on saying penguins. Brilliant. And yes, penguins are on the other side of the world. They're only found in Antarctica, not in the north. Antarctic, not Arctic. Kingdom of Hawaii has joined the Entente. Man, the Entente's going to be really strong here. This might well... Ooh, Yunnan declared war on the AG. That's... Oh no, AG had already won. They had already won. I was thinking, uh-oh, if the AG is going to be fighting against the Chinese Republic at the same time, then that's going to be bad. The AG is actually just going to be gobbling up more and more territory here. Bulgaria and the Kingdom of Serbia have ended their hostilities. And Albania and Serbia. So Serbia, I think, just surrendered. So, Yunnan. 11 factories. 24-ish soldiers. And a boatload of manpower. Versus 35? 37 divisions. And a huge industry. AIG should win this one. If AIG was busy in the other war, then they probably would have lost. But now I don't see that happening. Bulgaria lost. Pow! I was trying to remember what I was going to go and check up on. How did you lose? Everything was going right for you. How? This is like Mexico losing. If Mexico basically ran or owned, well, they basically already did own the whole of Yucatan. But how? Lost Sofia to Romania, probably. I doubt it. Sofia's actually really difficult to take. Maybe the Serbians did, if Bulgaria concentrated too many forces going into Romania. Possibly? Crikey, that was unexpected. Okay, so, Finland is now stable. Strong and stable. Finland, completely strong and stable. No problems here whatsoever. It's always good to have a strong and stable nation. I think I'm going to continue my economic policies. So let's get those in. Why is Neil... Oh! But why is Niland suddenly getting that, not Karelia? Western Karelia is what should have had the infrastructure. Have I gained Karelia somehow? No, I haven't. Because that's Viipuri right there. So why is this suddenly changed to Niland? I'm not going to complain, I actually want the industry here. That does waste a bit of time. Improving infrastructure within Finland is key if we are to expand job creation while also allowing for better transport of both goods and troops. Finland has a focus called aggressive expansionism. Yeah, that's if you want to attack Russia, I think. As opposed to wait for Russia to come after you. The Cherokee Sotsialasti take power in Bulgaria. Following their overwhelming loss. It was not an overwhelming loss. Oh, come on. Against the powerful Belgrade Pact. They weren't that powerful. It seems as though the issue of selecting a new government is a hot debate within Bulgaria. As it stood, the Bulgarian people themselves had three candidates who would lead the nation. The Liberal Radical Democrat, the Broad Socialist Parties, and the Conservative Bulgarian Agrarian National Union, led by Alexander Stambolisky. In the end, it seems as though the Cherokee Sotsialisti were effectively able to seize power and cement their reign in Bulgaria, so they've gone socialist because of it. Fan-freaking-tastic. Grumble, grumble, grumble. We still have mounting descent, that's true. How do we get rid of this? And the lack of grain. I'm not really seeing any way of fixing that unless it's these. Maybe with financial strength, possibly. I think they don't let you fix some of the stuff in the new trees if you pick wrong. I think land reforms fix grain, though. I mean, it was a random event. What? Did not mean to click on that. I think I just sent them stuff. Probably. I think I sent it. I would have. seeing as they've been a good ally of Germany, and we're also a good ally of Germany, and a friend for your friend is also a friend. What was I looking at? Oh yeah, focuses. Ah, there it is. You're right. Okay. Sultan thanks you, did you? Okay. I'm just surprised that didn't, like, increase relations or anything. Yeah, things aren't looking great for the Ottomans right now. There's concentrated industry 2. It is now 38. April 38. I should have done that a while ago. Meanwhile, the war over here does not seem to have changed very much at all. Taking Charleston, though, would be a fairly big hit. How is that war going? 50-50 now. Although these guys have lost 1 million manpower already. But the numbers are ratcheting up. Plus they have a bunch of allies. I don't think it counts the foreign expeditionaries. Kingdom of Spain is about to take out that Carlist stronghold. Madrid is once again secure. CNTFAI is falling fast. They should be counterattacking. Once that's fallen, they'll bring in some more troops. Mashariki Kingdom has capitulated for the second time. And the Ottomans are back in control of this stuff. They're not really. Is the industrial capacity of this nation? It's not terrible, actually. You get 9 factories down there. 6, 4, 3, 6. Yeah, okay. Japan announces their ambitions, though the situation in Japan has been critical ever since the peace with honour. The numerous economic crises, unrest, and an ineffective response to German interventions in China leading to the collapse of the autocratic Tanaka regime. The Empire of the Rising Sun managed to bounce back, albeit only as a regional power with its influence limited to East Asia. Arachnos. My weekend was good. Trying to remember what I did over my weekend. Oh yeah, I played loads and loads of Total War 3 Kingdoms. It was a good weekend. Guatemala has declared war on the Socialist Republic of Honduras. Central America is having quite a few wibbles. El Salvador has declared war on Nicaragua again. Nationalist victory in South Africa. After a contentious election which has divided the Union of South Africa in two, the National Party, led by JBM Hertzog, has declared victory, though with the slimmest of majorities in the country's parliament. Voting in South Africa is restricted mostly to the whites, split between the Afrikaners in the north and the British in the south. With the Afrikaners vehemently supporting Hertzog, they were able to achieve victory. Unrest in the British areas is on the rise, however, particularly with the native population who fear the National Party's planned apartheid policies. So another civil war likely. Got to watch the kid interact with the calf. It's adorable. Oh, nice. Alright, infrastructural improvements are done. Socialist Republic of Honduras has capitulated. That was quick. So let's go ahead and provide these raw materials and see what the hell this means. One thing that Finland possesses no shortage of are raw materials. They are sending raw materials to the Germans. Perhaps we can reap the benefits through the form of preferential trade. Providing raw materials, which grants daily political power cost plus 0.1. So I lose political power by doing this. I gain consumer goods factories, which means we have more factories. That's good. German Empire, civilian industry to target country plus 15%. Yeah, I think that does mean if they're trying to buy stuff, they have to spend more civilian industries to get that stuff. So it's probably like 1 factory for 6 goods rather than the usual 8. Then the extra trade to Overlord. I'm not passing this. For some reason, I'm just not passing this. Because they're not my overlord, so what relevance is there of that? Or does that only matter if I was a puppet? How are the power blocks around the world? They're kind of cool. If you haven't played Sweden yet, you really should. They have one of the best focus trees and the best decisions. Yeah, Sweden's definitely on my list of things to try. I mean, that's why I'm doing Finland right now, because I know the Norse territory's got quite a big update. Nordics. Still really want to play as the West Indies Federation, though. So much navy. This tree is huge! This is for the Caribbean. I hadn't even realised how big this tree was. That's insane! This makes Russia look small. Is the PSA going to win? I think so. Although they seem to be very stalematy. Interlindia has declared war on the Dutch East Indies. So this is Indonesia trying to declare independence from the Dutch. Fairly strong Entente, average Sindhi's kind of broken up Germany but with some successes. Yeah, that's a pretty good overview. I would say the Entente's more than just fairly strong. It's a strong Entente. Brazil's in it. Carlos is going to lose that. PSA looks like they're going to come out ahead in America. That's going to be a huge win for them. Hawaii has joined. The fact that Brazil is in the Entente already is really big. Oh, and Poland is too. Poland. Portugal. That's clearly Portugal. Come on, Mordred. Albania's joined the Donau Area Bund. Who's Argentina leaning towards? They're anti-communist. Authoritarian Dems, so probably Germany. Possibly Entente. Actually, do they have any diplomatic focuses done already? No. What has Russia picked? Democratic Russia. Oh yeah, Russia's probably going to go Entente. That's the other one. And Japan probably too. Although those two haven't actually chosen. But considering Russia went after Ruthenia, which was a German protectorate, I doubt that Russia's going to be very friendly towards Germany. Oh, and the Ukraine's become a kingdom. So the socialists were apparently overthrown. Because Ukraine went socialist. And then failed. Socialist, 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 socialist failed, purged the leftists. And now they have the succession question. They gain 3 stability as opposed to a research slot and a bunch of building slots. Ouch! Predictably, Uruguay stormed to the opposition and gained his 5th championship title, the 2nd World Cup title. The Celeste Olympica defeated the host Brazil 2-0 in the final of the record-setting tournament. Now, I do wonder if this is going to allow... You can do the Ukrainian recovery. I wonder if that's going to allow you to do, like, monarchist focuses. Doesn't look like it. I think you've literally lost your opportunity. Oh no, there's a research slot. Never mind. Nope, you still get it. Hold on. This is an either or, so you can go for the New Scientist or the Treaty of Pereslav. Or you could embargo Germany. That seems like a very one-sided decision. Unless the other two give you an event or something which gives you a research slot, which is possible, but by my reading of that, that didn't seem to be the way. Wonder what's going on with Ireland. Are they going to join Germany as well? Ancestral ties. Choosing our friend. The Kaiser! They have indeed gone with Germany. So, Ireland is not going to be a staging ground for the Entente's reconquest of the Union of Britain. Russophiles don't control the government, they can't do the middle one, so that means scientists. Or embargo Germany. Mashariki Kingdom's capitulated for a third time. They're going for a record. Alright, now we can do land reform, which is going to get rid of that horrible lack of grain. Examining the way that landowners operate in Finland and the methods that they use is key if we are to utilise our bountiful land to its full capacity. Alright, so I'm curious, if I trade with Germany, that's still the same price. And I am exporting... No, I have steel available, I'm not actually exporting any. Oh, that's extracted. Exporting, we are. Out of 6, we have 6 left for exports. No, we're not exporting anything. We're up to 11 civilian factories. And then Nyland is also good to go. I think I'm going to do one more set of constructions. Civilian factories. And then I think we're going to start switching to military. Ukraine civil war is on the way. Oh, because they're killing a Habsburg. I see what you mean. Syndicalists overthrow the Greek government. Okay, that's another syndicalist. So Bulgaria and Greece have both gone syndicalist. The recent revolutions, I guess that's supposed to be revolutions in Greece, that the government had... Revulsions? Revelations. The recent revelations in Greece that the government rigged the referendum to produce a positive result for the monarchists has shaken the nation to the point where the syndicalist leader Aris Velochotis has stepped in to take control. With support of a large number of militia leaders, Velochotis, whatever his name is, declared that the former government leaders had been arrested and that he would see the nation restored to its proper path. Former General Johannes Taxis has already declared the new regime invalid and has taken the countryside with a few loyal generals to raise opposition, making a new civil war almost certain. Another one! And yeah, Kingdom of Spain is kicking ass and taking names right now. PSA is slowly pushing in against the syndicates. Have they taken Charleston yet? Nope, Charleston still hasn't fallen. It does look like the syndicates are pushing a little bit here. How's your manpower situation? Because with the number of losses you're suffering, that could become a problem. PSA is the one that's going to struggle the most. PSA is the industrial powerhouse. CSA might well be able to live this one out. Like, these two kind of needed to use their combined might to win this war early. And the longer it goes on, the more likely a CSA victory is. Right, and I can choose a modification here. So I think I'm going to do an industrial concern. I mean, it's got to be Nokia. It's got to be Nokia, really. We'll go Nokia. Boop. Factory production and also industry production, sure. Although I am surprised that Nokia was construction as opposed to electronics. I guess Solara is just more well known for electronics. I've never heard of Solara, so I wouldn't know. But it's fine. We've got Nokia. Finland has Nokia. Everything is fine. And on that note, I'm going to end this stream. So thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, then please do hit that follow button so you get notifications when I am live again in the future, which, don't worry, is going to be in 1 hour. So in 1 hour's time, I will be back 10 PM British Summer Time this evening to play some more Total War 3 Kingdoms. Gongdu needs to continue the Yellow Turban Revolution in China, and we shall do that. The big war against Kongrong continues. The hordes are at the borders, and we need to... No, not Kongrong, Cao Cao. It's Cao Cao that we're fighting, and he has just launched a humongous invasion of our territories, which we really need to repulse. When is the next Hearts of Iron stream? Soon? Probably? I think that's all I can say right now. So thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to be like Evil Uncle Ralph and hit that follow button to get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you've really enjoyed this, then do consider subscribing. Helps the channel out and allows me to do this, for a living. If you want to support the channel otherwise, check out the Patreon as well, especially if you are interested in community multiplayers. There are some pretty nice bonuses and benefits up there. If you want to support the channel other ways, I already just said that. YouTube, I have a YouTube channel where the Germany series is currently being uploaded, and once that's done we will be switching to the Finnish series, obviously. There's also other content up there if you want to check that out. You can find Total War, you can find European Universalis. Battle Brothers started today? No, tomorrow. Battle Brothers series goes up tomorrow. And lots of other stuff like that. And then finally I have a Discord. If you want to come and hang out with myself, that would be cool. It would be lovely to see you. You should totally do that. So come find us, Discord. Links have been posted. Thank you, Cold Rage. Patreon. E. Not I. Did Germany series get to a conclusion? Yes, the save broke. Hey Fishy, bye Fishy, I'm just logging out right now. So, 1 hour's time, we will continue the Gongdu series for Total War 3 Kingdoms. See you then. Bye!